Hello friends, my name is Tawfiq and you're watching my channel Graphics Den. And today we are going to continue with our Adobe Photoshop class. So this is our class number 3, and today we are going to look at the marquee tools, respectively rectangular marquee tool and elliptical marquee tool. So what are marquee tool? So basically marquee tools are selection tools. So in the last class we have seen how to place one image into another image. So I'll briefly uh, revise it. If you say uh, let's say I open couple of images. So for selecting multiple images you have to press Ctrl or Command key. So I have opened two images at a time. So let's say I want to place this image of beauty products into this image, which is a natural background. So I have to simply select the move tool and click on this image and drag the image over here. So this will be dragged or placed over the other image. So, and we also discussed about this frame. So if you are not getting this frame, you have to select this option in the control panel, show transform controls. These are also called as a transform control. So if you are not seeing the frame, you can simply turn on this option, so you will be able to see this option like this. Or let's say if you don't want this, you can simply press Ctrl or Command T and you can change or transform it simply. Okay, so moving ahead, I will turn this on. So moving ahead, let's say I want to move this image and place it over the other image, but I don't want the entire image. I want specific portion of this image. So how do I select specific portion of this image? So today we are going to discuss about the basic selection tools, which are not precise, which are very vague. So if you go over here on the toolbox, we will find some selection tools. First is rectangular marquee tool, and if you again see this triangle over here, last time I think I mistakenly said rectangle, but it's a triangle at the bottom of these tools. So if you right click on it or press and hold the left click, you will get other options. So we will only discuss these two for now, and we will discuss these two tools later on. So rectangle marquee tool, as the name suggests, self-explanatory. So you can simply select whatever area you want and you can drag this particular area which you have selected and place it on the other image. But you have to remember, this tool is only for the selection. If you want to move the area, you have to select the move tool. Let's say if I don't use the move tool, what happens? It will only move the selection but not the image. So let's say if I want to deselect this selection, so I can simply right click and deselect, or you can also press Ctrl or Command D to deselect this. It's also present over here, deselect, Ctrl D or Command D. So I want to move this particular area into this image, so I have to simply select the move tool and again press and hold and drag it over here. So the area which I have selected, that area will be placed into the other image, not the entire image. So this tool is used if you want a specific area to be selected and moved, only then this tool is used. Simply similar elliptical marquee tool, only the shape will be difference. All other properties are same. Selection, let's say I don't want this selection, I want something different, then right click, deselect. Again you can select move tool and you can simply place it on the other image. So one more thing I want to show you. I will zoom it by pressing Ctrl plus or Command plus if you are using Mac. As you can see in this image, the edges of both the images are very sharp images. So let's say if you want to soften the edges of the selection you have made, so you have to simply right click on this image and go to feather, and you simply have to increase the feather value, and these values are present in pixel. Pixel is the unit, so to say. Let's say I change this pixel value to 15 and OK. Then again I use the move tool. You can already see this frame has got a little bit outside. Instead of, it was earlier it was placed over here. So I'll move this using the move tool. So you can clearly see the difference. The edges on this image are very sharp, but the edges on this image are very soft. So if you want more soft edges, then you have to again increase the feather value. I will show the similar thing with the rectangle marquee tool. Simply you have to I will show you this. Look, when the feather is 0, the marquee tool and the frame, they are overlapped, so to say. But if I increase the feather value 15, now you can see the corners are a bit rounded and the frame has gotten outside the selection area. So that's how you can recognize the some feather is applied. Again I will move this over here, so you can see the difference. This is the earlier image where the edges are very sharp, and in this image the edges are very soft. So you can use this technique or feather value to create a simple collage of photos, which you can use for creating birthday images or any other collage for that matter. So these are the feather values. Again, the feather value is also present in the control panel, but I personally prefer by changing the feather value by right clicking on the selection. Why? Because if you change the value from the control panel, so it will remain constant for all the selections that you make after let's say I select values 15. So whatever selection you make, the value will be constant. So you have to again go over there and change the value. So instead of changing from the control panel, I personally prefer changing the feather value by right clicking on it, because it will be different for each selection. I hope you are getting it. So one more value which is present in the selection, which is applicable to all the selection tools. So which is these properties which are applicable to all selection tools except the quick selection tool. There are quick selection tool is little bit different as far as the values are concerned, properties are concerned. So by default this value is set to new selection. So if I make selection, every time a new selection is created, the previous selection will be deselected automatically. But I want to keep the earlier selection, then I can simply choose this property, add to selection. So earlier selection will not be deselected, it will be kept. So this is the simple add to selection. You can simply add the selection. So let's say if you wanted a much larger selection, you mistakenly selected a smaller area, you don't have to reselect all the area. You can simply add some selection or new selection in that particular area, something like this. I'm simply adding the selection, and you can also see the plus mark below the cursor, a small plus mark or addition mark below the cursor. And if you want to subtract the selection, you can choose this third option, subtract from selection, and you can see the subtraction symbol. So you can simply subtract the selection, whatever selection you don't want. So this is subtract from selection. So again I'll choose this add to selection. I added the selection. I will increase the value. I will zoom it a little bit, Control plus, a little bit zoom out. Let's say I selected this value and this value, and the last value which is least used, which is intersect with selection. So this basically will keep only the intersection. As you can see, it has only kept the intersection or not the entire selection. So mostly add to selection and subtract from selection, these two values or these two properties are mostly used. So let's say I want to select this one and add to selection. So this will be added to selection, and you can simply select and move wherever you want to move the selection, particular selection. So these are the basic selection tools, which are rectangle marquee tool and elliptical marquee tool. So remember one thing, these are not advanced or intermediate selection tool. These are very basic selection tools. The advanced selection tools we will cover in upcoming videos. So I think that's enough for this video. So just remember to select and remember feather option, feather properties. So I think that's it for this video. I will see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye, and see you when I see you.